Welcome and a very good morning from the Arts Desk to you. There are only 2 weeks left before the application phase for the Art Club Nationale Kunstefeest 2013 edition closes. We caught up with the festival director to find out how the industry has responded to their call for applications and who's still able to apply before the 11th of February.
People can still apply till the 11th of February, and it's a little bit like I guess if you have to do a project for varsity or school, they wait till the very last minute. But I must say, we have already received applications and we're very glad, and we're looking forward to a nice selection once again, because we do have commissioned productions and we have box office productions. And yes, you can go to www.cloverartclub.co.za and you can get all the application forms there. And we're looking for Afrikaans and English, and if there's a wonderful Tswana writer out there and who's got a project, please send it to us. It will be absolutely lovely.
The University of Johannesburg is inviting performing arts professionals to audition for its program of productions for 2013. The auditions take place at the UJ Con Cowan Theatre on the Banting Road campus on Monday from 11 to 3 o'clock.
This year, what we're doing is to prove what we suspect is a huge gap in the industry, that there's this little part between studying drama or any of the disciplines in the performing arts and then leaving school or your training. Maybe you've had a little bit of experience, and then there's this emerging space where there isn't a lot of work because most times artists need to prove themselves and the like. So that's why we decided we're going to host auditions. We're going to see the amazing talent that's out there. We're hoping to be very surprised with what we get. And we are looking for a certain skill set.
Do you trust your best friend? That is the question being asked in Cardenio, a production being staged at the Maynardville Open Air Theatre in Cape Town, which is also best known as one of Shakespeare's lost plays.
Cardenio is a thrilling adventure of love, sex, betrayal of friendship and honor set in 17th century Spain. It is directed by Roy Sargent with Armand Ocamp as Cardenio, Jenny Steed as Lucinda, Francis Chawla as Fernando, Zodwa Njokweni as Dorothea and Terence Bridget as Don Bernardo. It's on at the Maynardville Open Air Theatre until the 9th of March.
The Bioscope Independent Cinema is hosting South Africa's only film festival dedicated to science fiction, animation and fantasy. The Celluloid Film Festival kicks off next Friday.
We wanted to give the festival a kind of classic feel, a kind of classic science fiction, almost B-movie feel. So we chose films like Plan 9 from Outer Space. We chose Sex Galaxy, which is supposedly the world's first green film. Which is made from found footage. As Russell said, we chose the Harry Potter film, the sequels of the Harry Potter, just to give it a kind of feeling that sort of an overview of what the festival has been for the last few years. And then later in the year, we'll hope to sync up again with Flame Drop and do the current Celluloid Festival.
It unites the continent in one communal fit of laughter. That's Stand Up Africa, which brings together Africa's comedians such as David Kibuka, Daliso Chiponda and Carl Joshua Ncube at the Gold Reef City's Lyric Theatre next week, Friday and Saturday.
Stand Up Africa is a grouping of the best stand-up comedians in Africa. So the cool thing about it is if you watch only South African comedy, because there's a lot of South African comedy, what happens is there's a lot of politics and South African references, but now Stand Up Africa, because the comedians are not from South Africa, they give that fresh angle on what's going on in the places. This year's one is different from last year's one. The main thing is that it's a different year, so we're going to say different things. And lots has happened in this last year, as we know.
One beautiful river, 3 epic stages and 30 awesome live bands. That is pretty much what makes the Up the Creek Music Festival. Among the outfits that will be performing at the 4-day-long music gathering are Desmond and the Tutus, Grassy Spark, Karen Zoid and many more. The Solendam is set to come alive from Friday the 31st of January.
We usually have 2,000 to 3,000 people every year, and we started off back in 1990 with like 100 people coming, and it's just grown every year. And also the differences when compared to other festivals is that people come for this genuine love of music. And we also have all sorts of things that happen on the side. We have different side shows. So last year we had a flash mob ballet, and we had a wedding. Somebody got married on the banks of the river. And so we have all these little attributes that make it very intimate and very personal.
It's quite unusual of community theatre to tour to different townships due to financial challenges. Sharpeville from tragedy to triumph has managed to do just that. It is expected to be touring the Vereeniging and Eastern areas until March this year.
One theatre production is making history in the Vereeniging and East Rand Township areas as they tour over 4 months, which kicked off in December. Sharpeville from Tragedy to Triumph is a story by Gamakulu Diniso which tackles the tragic Sharpeville shooting, the signing of the Constitution through song and dance. It kicked off in the Vereeniging City Hall, moved to Sharpeville Community Hall, and on Monday it will be opening at Sebokeng's Phatlalatane Theatre.
And that's it from the Art Bulletin for this weekend. We'll be back again next Saturday with more art news. In the meantime, do make sure you send us your links, your suggestions, your constructive advice, and much more at morninglive@sabc.co.za. Our Facebook page is The Art Bulletin, and in brackets, Morning Live. That Twitter handle is simply @The Art Bulletin. Until next weekend, it's a goodbye from us.